Hello everyone, welcome to this lecture on the OSI model. So in today's video, we are going to look into details about what are the tasks that takes place in the different layers of the OSI model. So as you can see, we have the 7 layers of the OSI model: application, presentation, session, transport, network, data link, and physical. So when communication takes place, at the bottom we have the physical layer, and this physical layer is responsible for the movement of the individual bits from one hop, that is a node, to the next. So in our diagram here, you can see this is our device, and this is the next hop. So the data link layer is responsible for transmitting from not the data link layer, the physical layer is responsible for transmitting from via the physical media to the next node that it is connected to. In doing that, what happens is it receives the data from the data link layer, from the higher layer, data link layer, and it adds its own header. It adds its own header. Then the physical layer will convert this data into appropriate signals which can be transmitted via the transmission media. So depending upon the transmission media, the conversions will be different. The encoding will be different. And finally, at this receiver side, the encoded data, which is the signal, is converted back into the original format. And then the header information is removed, and this information is passed on to the data link layer of the receiver. That's the physical layer. The next is the data link layer. So the data link layer, in the data link layer, the unit of the data is called a frame. So please note this. This is called the frame in the data link layer. And the data link layer adds the header and a trailer information. Okay, all this information is added. Additional information is added in the data link layer. And also, data link layer is also responsible for one hop delivery, hop to hop delivery. Okay, so just what I have explained previously. So here, this is a hop to hop delivery. So from A, I want to send to F. So A is the source, B is the F is the destination. But to send from A to F, I have to first send from A to B, from A to B. So this is the responsibility of the data link layer. Similarly, from B to E, that is the next hop, this is the responsibility of the data link layer. And finally, from E to F, that is the responsibility of the data link layer. So data link layer is responsible for hop to hop delivery. Then comes the network layer. The network layer, it is the responsibility of the network layer to transmit the data from the source to the destination. Okay, now it is not hop to hop, but it is from source to destination. Now here you can see the same thing happens. The data is from that the source receives from the transport layer a header will be added at the other end. The data which is received from the data link layer, the header will be removed and moved forward to the transport layer. So source to destination delivery, what this means, the network layer is responsible for source to destination delivery. So here, this is my source and this is my destination. So in the header of the network layer packet, it's called a packet. In the network layer, the data unit is called packets. So in the packet, the destination address would be the address of F. Okay, and in case of the data link layer, if it was the data link layer, then it was responsible for this. So in the data link layer header, the address of the destination would be the address of B. So all of these, they have different addresses. So we will talk about addressing in networks in a later video. So just remember that in the network layer, the source and the destination, the addresses that are given are the addresses of the source and the addresses of the destination. All right. So this is source to destination delivery. And this is handled by the network layer. Then comes the transport layer. In the transport layer, the unit is called segments. Okay, we're going to call them segments. So the data that comes from the session layer, again, the header is added and they are called segments. So data from session layer with the header, these are called segments, and these are passed on to the network layer. And at the other end also the same thing happens. And in the transport layer, the responsibility is now process to process delivery. So we saw that in the data link layer, it was hop to hop. Okay. In the network layer, it was source to destination. And in the transport layer, it is process to process delivery. So process to process delivery means, so this is my host, this is my source, this is my destination. Okay. Now inside these devices, inside these hosts, I may have a number of processes which are running. And by process, I mean some programs. So I may have program A running, program B running, program C running. So program A can be an email application, program B can be a browser, program C can be, say, MS Word, which you're running. Similarly, in the destination also, you may have different applications which are present. Okay. Now, suppose I want to send an email from source to destination. So the mail will be generated by this process. Let's say this is the email application. So this will generate the data and give it to the transport layer. So this mail, when it passes through all the network layer, then the data link layer, the physical layer, and so on, and finally it reaches the transport layer of the destination. Then at this point, it must make a decision as to which application this will be sent to. Okay, so there is a segment which arrives. So which process should that segment be decided? It should be forwarded. So the addresses now that are used in the transport layer are the addresses of the processes. So the process ID or the process name is given as the address. So the source process, so B here is the source process, and here destination process would be also B. So in the network, I say that send from the device this to this device. Okay. And then in the transport layer, I say that in device, say this is device 1 and this is device 2. So from device 1 process B, send to device 2 process B. So this is the process to process delivery. And this is handled in the transport layer. Then we have session layer, which is responsible for establishing sessions for communication, establishing, then managing, then synchronization. Okay, all these responsibilities are with the session layer. And again, so in the session layer, along with the header, certain synchronization symbols are added. So certain synchronization data is inserted in between the data, in between the frames. So these are sent to the now presentation layer. That's the session layer for you. Then we have the presentation layer, which is responsible for translation between formats, from one format to another format, for compression of the data, for encryption of the data to keep it secure. Okay, all these takes place in the presentation layer. And finally, we have the application layer. So the application layer is a layer which directly interacts with the user. So the user, which may be either human or a program, will use some of the application to generate the data, and this data will be sent to the presentation layer and so on. And at the other end, okay, at the other end, also you have the data from the presentation layer reaching the application layer, and then this message is forwarded to the application. through the application, it is given to the user. So the fact that we are being able to use we are able to browse the internet, or we are able to send emails, is because of the applications that are running in the application layer. So the application layer gives a service to the user for using these different networking features. Okay, so that is the application layer. So together we have all these are your different. All these are the different functions of the different layers. So this is a summary of it. So application layer, it allows access to network resources, presentation, translation, encryption, compression, session for establishing and managing and terminating sessions, transport for process-to-process delivery, network from source to destination, then data link for hop-to-hop delivery, and physical for transmission of the bits over a media. So these are the various layers of the protocol of the OSI model, and in this course you'll be learning in details about each of these different layers in detail. And the topic which I'm going to teach, the layer which I'm going to discuss, is the transport layer only. And these last two videos, or last three videos to be specific, this is just an introduction, and you'll learn more about this in another section of your course. So that is all for this. In the next video, we will directly move to the transport layer.